Local lawmakers were in Albany today calling for new legislation.
It's a bill that would extend the amount of time between parole hearings in the hopes of relieving the pain for victims' families. WENY's Kara Demers was in the Capitol as one Steuben County family fought alongside lawmakers for change.
2 years after the legislation was first proposed, lawmakers in Albany advocated today for parole reform. It's something that could begin to relieve families like the Robies from the pain that they say they endure every 2 years. Tuesday's news conference brought lawmakers to Albany, all advocating for one Steuben County family and hundreds of others. In its third attempt, this new law, called Lorraine's Law, would extend the time in between parole hearings for convicted murderers. And for Dale and Dory Robie, that could potentially mean less pain.
Christmas time, we get that letter. It's parole time again. But we have to figure out a way to show that it shouldn't happen, and it's very important not to let that person out.
The Robies are just one family forced to relive those haunting memories each time their child's killer is up for parole. Derek Robie was just 4 years old when he was murdered by 13-year-old Eric Smith outside the Robies' Savona home in August of 1993. 1 year later, Smith was sentenced to 9 years to life, but has since been up and denied parole 8 times.
If you don't have anything like this affect your life, you really can dismiss it. But there are a lot of families that are affected by it, and maybe they don't have as much reaction to what happened to their case as we did. So I feel like it's our responsibility to do this.
Senator Tom O'Mara and Assemblyman Phil Palmisano have both been strong advocates for the bill.
This legislation is about the crime victims' families, and it's just common sense legislation that we're going to continue to push because it's the right thing to do for the Robie family, for the Hennessy family, for the family of Jenna Grayshaber, and for all the families, the thousands of families who have lost a loved one through a horrendous, vicious crime.
If it passes, criminals would only be required to go before the parole board every 5 years rather than the current 2. And for hundreds of families, those 3 years could mean the world. Reporting in Albany, Kara Demers, WENY News.